And welcome back, everybody, once again to Monumenta. I am TJ the Obscure here with you. We are here in this city, whatever the heck the name of the city is. And I had another incident where I lost some footage, although I don't blame myself this time. I was we went to the quarry, right? And we defeated the boss of the quarry, so I came back here. Or no, we went to the Praetor or whatever to turn in the quest, but I had to go to the undead encampment or whatever the heck the name of that place is. And that's the footage that I lost. Whenever I got to the end of that dungeon, there's a chest that I had to open to get the item that we needed. And as soon as I opened that chest, my computer crashed. I'm not sure what that's all about. But that means that the video file was corrupted. I tried to recover it, but I didn't want to have to pay for the software to be able to do it. So anyways, we lost that, although I did preserve a little tiny bit of the footage right after I logged back on, so I guess we can maybe watch that. Alright, so my game crashed as soon as I went to open that chest. And now I'm trapped in here. I was going to say, I'm guessing that this is going to respawn and then I'm going to be trapped in here. Which is actually kind of funny, although maybe, nope, there's a teleporter out, so even if you get trapped, you're good. Maybe? Maybe. What does it say? The shades are heavy around this place. It's 10 pages long. I will not be reading it right now. I'm going in. I'm back out. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, that's funny. Okay, yeah. So we found a book. I'm worried that there's still going to be some kind of like boss fight or something. No, it just teleports us to the start. Okay. So does that mean that I've found what I need? Okay. So I guess you are supposed to go to both of them, even though it does say or. What is this? Who's dirtying up the landscape with this just stuff? And why are you wasting blocks? That's okay, I don't think I'll ever use those. You know, let's keep a nice clean environment so that everybody can enjoy the beautiful server without it looking so ugly. For all I know, I'm the one who placed those blocks as I was running away from mobs. You too, huh? Gosh dang it. You people, ah. Alright, well, let's go talk to the Praetor and see what he has to say. I thought, oh gosh, I forget where he is. Nope, he's over here somewhere. Ah, here we go. Nope, not you. You! If you have returned, I take it that you found something. I got to the bottom of the tower in the doomed encampment. The shades there seemed different, nastier. I also went to the other place you told me to go to, and there was just some really mean geomancer there who nearly killed me. And I got absolutely nothing out of that experience. And you told me I could choose either one. So I feel like you owe me like double at this point, because I didn't agree to go to both. Anyways, there's darkness to that tower. I also found this logbook. Let me page through that briefly. Ah, Cleo, still so young yet so brave. One day she will learn the value of her allies. Not every excursion must be a chance for personal greatness, but instead a journey of greatness and safeties for all. Okay, that was confusing. Just the aggressive shades. Their loops seemed longer and more odd. Their loops? I truly believe that Citadel is where the first shades emerged, but their behavior when compared to the shades that roam the cobblestones of the keep differs greatly. Perhaps the encampment can give us insight, but I do not think it is the source. I hope we can find it. Awarded 2 god tree carvings and access to a further reward. Okay. I'm guessing I'm supposed to do something with these. Oh yeah, we definitely want that. And you can keep that? Sure, why not? Actually, I'm going to keep that as a backup. You can have that. Actually, I want to keep that as a backup too. You can have that. I don't think we'll ever use it. Nice shiny iron helm for you. Alright, well we finally managed to complete that quest, which should unlock more quests here in the city. And hopefully we'll unlock one of the dungeons next. I feel like this is, compared to the other regions, it's taken a lot longer to get to a dungeon. That place looks cool. I want to go there. Looks like Disneyland. And welcome to the server, RD the Legend, I think was the name. Okay, no, we don't want to go with you. We want to go to the High Priestess now. Or the High Priest? High Priestess? High Priest. Hi, Priest. How you doing? What does he say? He's looking through the pages of an old tome. Hello! Ah, forgive me, I didn't notice your entrance. I was engrossed in the holy texts. A newcomer, are you? I don't recognize your look. Tell me, what is your name? TJ. Ah, you are the one Ephesius spoke of. Then I hear you have worked with the Praetor as well. I have, yes. It is a shame you went to him first. Why is that? He is insufferable, no respect for the needs of New Antium. There is the name of the city. Only the vengeful destruction of the shades. Meanwhile, this whole city falls to ruin. New Antium is lucky the church is in charge of the food stores, or they would be perhaps Civu Architectus? Something like that. What's wrong? Someone from within the city is sabotaging the food stores. Say, you seem to have the good of the city in your heart. Will you help me? Now I'm skeptical here, because he says that the church is in charge of the food stores, but the town is starving, which means the church is not doing a good job. Right? And maybe, I would assume the shades have something to do with it, so taking out the shades would probably help. The church seems to be getting in the way here. Maybe? Is that theory correct? Yeah, I can help. Thank you for your understanding. You will not regret assisting the Silver Codex. Now, to business. Let's get started. I have my eye on 4 citizens as of now. Each have been spotted in the area during the sabotage of the food stores, according to confessions of other citizens when I sent out a call. First, what happened to the food itself? Oh, it is clearly malicious. There were strange mechanical orbs tossed into the food, leaking a viscous black liquid into the wheat. Now, the suspects. Indeed. Lenore, the fruits merchant, Gorm, the armor salesman, Cairn, the doctor, and the beggar Garmin. They were all spotted in the area late at night. Go investigate them, please. Where can I find Lenora? Okay, Lenora, it says, has... It says to the south of New Antium. Does that mean... Oops, I just hit F4. I don't know what that does. That's north, so that way is south. So, I don't know if that means, like, within the city itself, or... if it means outside of the city. I feel like we talked to somebody with a food thing over here somewhere. Maybe? There you go, there's Lenora. Welcome, welcome, dear traveler. If you're here to buy some fresh fruits and vegetables, I can provide you some, should you have the money, of course. You know anything about spoiled food and the supplies? Well, what? Is this some sort of accusation? Listen, I know my business isn't doing so well, but I would never stoop so low as to sabotage what remains of our city. I do have standards. Why were you around the church so late? Well, I had heard a loud noise, so I went to investigate. I was concerned, dear. I, too, rely on the general food storage. We can't live on just fruit and vegetables, no matter how fresh ours are. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary when I got here, though. I suppose it was dark, so I couldn't see much. Do you have any leads? No. Alright. Who are you? Nope, that... I thought you were a person. You're a cake or something. Who are you? You're not somebody I'm supposed to be talking to, are you? It mentioned the armor... Well, let's just go back and ask them where people are, maybe. Okay, well, Garmin is by the front gates. So let's talk to him. Is he the really rude guy? No. Oh, he's this guy up here, huh? With the cool hat. I like your hat. Have you been near the food supplies lately in the church? We are all starving. Why should I steal from my brethren? The architect gives, the architect takes. It is not my right to do the same. Why were you at the church? It is a common assumption that I would thieve. No, I was merely at the church expressing my reverence. I see. Do you have any leads then? No, he's not going to accuse any of his neighbors. Gorm, let's see here. I am Gorm. I sell armor here. Strong Ashki. Have you been I don't know if I want to just straight up accuse him. He sounds kind of scary. Such actions do not fit Gorm. Powerful Ashki never betray architect. I'm not going to do that voice. Gorm despaired with lack of vision. But architect's light saved Gorm. I have no vision still, but I trust in the architect that my future will be bright. Why were you at the church so late then? Ashki proud. Gorm works hard. I seek architect every night. So, my guess would be between Lenora and the other guy. Do you have any leads on who it might be? I hear footsteps, heavy footsteps around the church at night. I know no more. I'm guessing we're going to have to, like, stake out the church. It says the other place is to the northwest. In a small house to the northwest. The doctor, here we go. Even has a sign on his door. Assistant's office. Dr. Karen's office. Ooh, you got a cool hat, too. Ah, welcome. Are you here for an appointment? What do you know about the spoiled food? It's spoiled? Oh dear, will I be expecting patients with stomach problems soon? Don't play dumb. Why were you at the church last night? At the church? I've been indoors all night, all last night, sound asleep. I don't understand where the accusation is coming from. So you know nothing at all, then? Not a clue, I'm afraid. That's everyone. Time to report back. What about your assistant? What does your assistant have to say? Okay. The doctor's a little suspicious, and it was mentioned that he doesn't go to the church to pray or whatever. The other two do pray. So it just makes me think it's going to be Lenora or the doctor. Have you caught the saboteur? Not yet. Did they have alibis? They at least made claims. Frustrating. I'd hoped they would cave under the pressure. Give me a moment. Let me pray. He's praying. What does that mean? I was praying to the great architect, seeking guidance. I believe I've found it, a being from a time long ago. Sounds mysterious. Perhaps she is, but she is a human like you and I think. In the far-flung reaches of the keep is a tavern, nestled in the remnants of the Emperor's racetrack. Within you will find the proprietor. I would like for you to pay her a visit and seek her wisdom on the shades of the keep and how they might be involved. If it is not man attacking us, perhaps it could be what is left behind. So wait, you got mad at the other guy for going after the shades, now you want me to go after the shades as well? Hypocrite. But it makes sense. Given, you know, who you are. And maybe I should edit that out, I don't know. But let's go find a tavern, shall we? Seek the proprietor by the Emperor's racetrack for their... Emperor's racetrack? There's a racetrack, huh? It is taking us out of the city, it would seem. I wish there were more exits to this place. This giant wall is kind of annoying. I apparently have a grave. Look at all this yummy food, you guys. Is there anything bad around here? What are you? Quelled Convent. We heard people fighting something the first time we visited this city. That sounded kind of scary. That graveyard looked pretty cool too. Ooh, look at this racetrack, you guys. This is nice. A little worn down, I guess, but we could fix it up, right? Something tavern. Oh, Sticks and Stones Tavern. Oh, I like the name of that tavern. I like that. Shade. His body is decomposing. He puffs on a decaying wooden stub that may have once resembled a pipe. What advancement did I make exactly? Sticks and Stones Tavern. Shade. Shade. Oh, is that what that's supposed to be? Is a dartboard? Okay, I see. Shade. They're all just shades. Oh, is it gonna be? It's gonna be a puzzle, isn't it? It's gonna be it, or is this gambling? Is that what this is? Oh, interesting. Hey, hey, let me through, let me through, let me through. Can I get through here? I can. How did I know there was going to be something back here? Let's see. Excuse me, I've been sent here by the High Priest of New Antium. Ah, is he finally prepared to pay his tab? Not as far as I know, it's about shades, actually. My staff are perfectly behaved. I won't have you coming in here attacking their performance. His eyes seem to steal with a danger that causes you to quickly clarify. No, no, it's nothing like that. I'm seeking an expert. Ah, yes, traveler, that I can help you with. What do you need to know of the shades? Someone has been sabotaging the food stocks in New Antium. Well, that couldn't be your traditional shade, now could it? They don't change their path, after all. It's how this lovely tavern continues to run each passing moment. They are loyal and they are consistent, as long as you don't anger them. Well, how do you know somebody didn't anger them? Maybe the guy got angry because he lost a game of darts. Right? Maybe this guy over here has a gambling problem and he blew all his money gambling in your establishment. For all you know, they are really, really, really angry. Okay, I'm not sure that I'm at liberty to share that with you. That is a path you and your friends in the Grumbling Keep need to walk by yourselves. Then can you... Grumbling Keep? He's not... You're not nice. I don't like you. Then can you tell me if the shades could be evolving? Ah, now that sounds far more likely, doesn't it? They'd be far harder to control and far more aware, wouldn't they? Don't you wonder where the rest of an Ashhhleyanne goes when they become a shade? I do. What if that place could harvest the entire Ashhhleyanne instead? What could be left behind? What would remain? A ghost? Or a replacement? So you're telling me someone in New Antium has been replaced? Ooh, like Revenge of the Body Snatcher type situation? I am not telling you anything here, or I always think of Star Trek, the one where they had those little parasite things take them over. I'm speculating, the same as you. There must be more evidence, yes? I'm not sure how to gather it. Perhaps that I can help with, but be warned, it will only make it easier for it to take what it wants. Go, become the guest of honor at the racetrack of the Emperor. If you are truly worthy, perhaps you'll find a way into my attic and find what you need. If you're not what you claim to be, however, we won't be speaking again. Thank you. Don't thank me. Prove yourself. Go. Do I have to race on the racetrack? Or do I have to fight something on the racetrack? You don't sell anything at a bar? Gosh, this is a terrible bar. What are we doing now? Investigate the throne of the racetrack in hopes of finding a way up into the attic, then find what is needed there. Oh, I see. I was like, wait, how did I get that jump? Because I forgot that we could jump high. What am I doing now? Where am I trying to get to? To the attic, right? Is that it over there? No, that's the, like, the castle walls. Is that all I had to do? Are you the one? Utopia Synthesis. Something about this strange tool calls to you. Perhaps it's what the proprietor sent you for. Nothing in the other ones. Whee! Alright, let's turn this in and see what's next. I found the Utopia Synthesis in your attic. Curious, so you have. Do what you will, and I wish you luck in whatever is to come of it. Well, what does that mean? Okay, return to the High Priest, it says. I'll be honest, this doesn't look like a church, does it? Maybe from a different view it does. You return. Something about you feels different. Have you found us an answer? I think so. The proprietor let me into her attic and I found this item there. Then we must test it on the food stores. Perhaps this can attune us to the culprit or track down the shade involved. I can do that. Where is the food storage? Across the street on the upper floor. Look for a man named Finley. He works for the Codex and is on guard post currently. Alrighty then. Where you at, Finley? Finley! Stay back! Nobody's touching this food unless the High Priest himself says so. The High Priest himself has said so. I need to inspect the sabotage fruit. Oh, they didn't tell me what to say if that happens. Go ahead, I guess. Thank you. You approach the food and hold out the Utopia synthesizer. After a few uncertain waves around the strange contraption on the ground, it whirs to life. After a moment, it seems to focus on the mysterious mechanism on the ground. There is a moment of silence, then it quite suddenly explodes. Okay. Weird. Is that all the food for the city? Yeah, yeah, people are gonna die. People are gonna die. Okay, welcome back. How did it go? I reacted intensely and then the mechanism there exploded. Ah, that seems helpful. Perhaps you could go speak to each of our suspects again. It sounds like we might have some leverage now. Bless you, friend. Okay, we want to take a guess as to who it is. The creepiest one, I think, is the guy by the gate. But for some reason, the fact that him and then I don't think it's the armorer. And the fact that they both mention the church tells me it's not them. I'm gonna go with the doctor. That would make sense why he has an assistant too, because if we end up like having to kill the doctor will need an assistant, right? Oh, you're back. You know, I'm becoming increasingly worried about more of these disappearances. Rumor has it the others you interrogated have all vanished entirely. You're not going to make me disappear too, right? You know nothing of their disappearances yourself? Of course not. I pray to the architect. I'm not next in line. I must pray until I can take no more. What's going on? Booting. Booting. The machine god's hour is nigh. You make me nervous. Flowers must be oiled. Nutritional value. Being of flesh, you're not welcome in our new world. Utopia is coming. Cool. Can I steal your stuff? No. Okay. Well, that was weird. Oop, I'm right up in your face, aren't I? One of them, yes. The rest have vanished. The only one left, Dr. Karen, turned out to be a machine thing in disguise. Whatever do you mean? I mean, he exploded after telling me the machine god is nigh. What is happening? What indeed? First the shades devour the weak, scouring the shadows of our lands, having themselves been reduced to near nothing. Now there are mechanical creatures taking over our citizens. This will not be the end of this. In the name of the architect, I swear it. We will keep Nuantium safe. Yes, we will. This place is protected by the might of the architect and his mighty silver. We shall not allow such darkness to envelop us. We will fight back. Our prayers will be heard. No, I don't want to say that, but okay. We got Will of the Codex, a hyperchromatic Archos ring, and access to a secret teleporter to the Sticks and Stones Tavern. Why would we ever want to go back to the tavern? I wonder, is there something behind you? Ah, oh my gosh. Oh, that's what that is. Well, you didn't tell me about that. But I suppose that's nice, just for easy travel and whatnot. So, what's next then? Oh my gosh. You scared me. Oh my gosh, that just scared me. Oh, okay. I am the Herald. I am here to announce perfection. Could I just get the quest guide, please? Show me a list of quests. Well, we've apparently completed all the quests that we can here in the city, so I don't know where we're going to go next, but it'll have to wait for the next episode. That's going to be it from me for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.